Hi guys. Can you see me up here, over here, whatever? It's gonna be a little wonky. I'm gonna be on your screen a little wonky, but here's my head in my mirror facing my camera so I can see that my camera is recording on my phone. So you're gonna see all the things, but with that said, today I am doing my Shop My Stash rotation because I need to get this done so that I can, number one, get it up for you guys, but and it's been a couple months, but number two, what I put into the Shop My Stash will be the products that I'm using for the next couple months as I move. So I'm hoping to get this done and get it done in a way that makes sense and that I'm not going to want to dig into my collection a whole bunch to try and find something else to work with, because I just won't have that capability here in a very short time frame. So today we're doing my Shop My Stash rotation. I hope that sounds like something you're interested in. And if it does, please keep on watching. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high and colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta Beauty. I get a lot of education in my position. I'd like to bring you that education here on my channel. But ultimately, I just like to talk about makeup. So that's what I'm out here doing. It brings my heart so much pleasure to do so, kind of curbs my anxiety, and I hope that you find that this channel does the same thing for you and that you'll want to subscribe before you go. And with that said, if a Shop My Stash sounds like something you're interested in today, please keep on watching. Let's dig right into it. So I typically will go through all the products that I utilized for the last Shop My Stash rotation with you prior to pulling out the new ones. And in this process, we find items that we want to declutter, items that are old, etc., etc. I do think that I have all the products here. There are some products that I kind of shoved here and there and everywhere, like my purse or whatever. I do think that I went and got them all out. I'm hoping, we will see. But with that said, let's dig in. I'm going to go through lips first because that's what I leaned over and grabbed. The first product that I have here is the Pat McGrath Labs. This is one of her lip glosses, and it's still too small for me to read. So I think this is lavenderizing or lavendering or something like that. Anyways, it's a lip gloss that I received years ago, and I'm sure that you guys can see the discoloration going on in there. I'm not putting this on my lips. When I first decided to try it, it wasn't discolored like this, and I pulled it out, and yeah, it smells real bad. So this is actually going to be decluttered. I wore it one time, or actually put it on my lips one time, and then decided I wasn't wearing it. So I took it off, and I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not sure, honestly, if that discoloration is just the settling of, because it's kind of multi-chromatic. I'm not sure if it's just it settling in there, but either way, it smells. It smells so bad. So this is being decluttered. It is going bye-bye. This is actually a lipstick that I used a couple of times, actually, and I quite like it. This is the Glamlight Chucky lipstick, and like, I'm not 100% a fan of the packaging, but I do love this color, and it is super comfortable to wear. It's a really beautiful nude. It feels kind of like a satin lipstick, so I really do like it, and I will keep it. What I did not like out of this collection was this lip pencil. This is the Chucky lip liner, and here's what I have to say. I just think that this liner was way too deep to go with this lipstick, and it came as a kit, so it was kind of confusing to me when I put this on because it was just too dark. In addition to that, it is super creamy, but I felt like I was tugging at my lips quite a bit to try and get this on, so I don't love this pencil. I am going to hold on to it until fall time. I think that I will like this color better in the fall, but also it kind of makes my teeth look green, if I'm honest with you, so I'm not 100% sure that I will ever love this pencil. But I am going to hold on to it until fall time and give it another go. This lip pencil I used quite a few times. This is the Clinique Quick Liner for Lips Intense. This is in the shade Intense Cosmo. This is what it looks like. I really liked this with this lipstick more than I liked this with this lipstick. And this is just really, really creamy. This lip liner, I have forgotten again that you can't retract it. It doesn't go back into the tube. That has become a problem for me with other ones like this, but I can't tell you how much is left of this, but I did use it quite a bit. I do love it. I will hold on to it. Nice and creamy. Love that aspect of it. This is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Trophy Wife. And I love this lip liner. It's always been one of my favorites. And I remember now why it's one of my favorites. It goes on, it stays on, it doesn't pull or tug. I love this lip liner. It will stay. I'm really just not sure about this color. It is a lot more like almost orangey than I thought it was going to be. I don't love it wholeheartedly on my lips. I do like the formula though. I am going to keep it because I do think that it is a great color for like maybe beginning of fall time when you're moving more into like maybe jewel tones. I am going to keep it for that purpose. And I do like the formula of those. This was the Urban Decay, what is this? The Vice Vinyls or something like that. This one is in the shade PDA. This is a Marc Jacobs lip gloss that I absolutely love. It's just like a creamy, pale, peachy pink lip gloss. I like it a lot. I think that it's almost gone, to be honest with you. There's a little bit of windowing in it. I really like it. I do think that I'll probably put it into my project pan at some point just to get it out. It is a mini. I have the Wayne Goss lip liner. Let me just tell you, I got this in a lucky bag. This is his essential lip liner in the shade Medium Nude. I never thought I would like this as much as I like this. It is so creamy, stays all day, really beautiful color, goes really well with my skin tone. I could use this probably in tandem with one other lip liner for the rest of my life and be perfectly fine. This color went with everything. It was a beautiful lip liner. I did not use these, so these will stay in. This is the Stila Beauty Boss lip gloss, and this is in the shade red. No, in the red. And then I also have the Clinique Quick Liner for Lips Intense in Intense Passion, which I think is a good match for this lip gloss, but I didn't use either one of these, so these will stay in. I did use this quite a bit. I like it, actually. I didn't find any problems with it. It is also a really beautiful color. It reminds me a little bit of the liquid lipstick version of this guy. This is definitely more comfortable than this, but I do think that it's pretty and I will hold on to it. This is the Kylie lipstick in the shade Ulta Beauty, I do believe. We got this special in gratis at FLC like a year ago, so I'm actually surprised that it's still good. It still smells really, really good. So I will hold on to that. This is a KVD studded lip product. I can't remember what this is called. This actually was not my favorite. I did not love this color on me. For whatever reason, it just came out super, super peachy. I'm wondering if I will fill differently with a different color lip liner underneath it, but I did try it with the 4 lip liners that I did use in this last rotation and hated it with this because it was just too contrasty. I think this was too pink, this one was too mauve, and that one went with it, but I think I would love to try it with maybe a different lip liner, maybe an apricot lip liner. I don't know. I do love the formula of it. It was quite nice. This guy I also did not use, so I am going to keep this one in rotation as well. So that is it for lip products. We have one going and the rest are staying. Let's go complexion next. I love this so much. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body in 3N. I do think that I could even go one shade lower than this and be perfectly fine, but this goes honestly with my tan skin very, very well. I am more tan during the summer when I wear this kind of product the most, so I will continue to keep this in my collection. I can't foresee myself getting rid of that ever. I do think I need a different shade of this eavesdrops. This is a 9, and 9 is, you know, a beautiful shade, but I just think that it's maybe not the shade that I had last time. When I repurchased it, I maybe purchased the wrong shade because I feel like this is just a bit too yellow for me. I mean, I love the product and I mixed it a lot with this one to get the right shade for myself. I don't mind mixing it, so I will hold on to it. It is my favorite skin tint formula, so we'll keep a hold of it with these. This is beautiful. I will always love this formula. I will always love this concealer. I used it so dang much. I will continue to hold on to that. This one I'm a little disappointed with, to be honest. It's not even half used, and I feel like it is going bad. And I know that Kosas is a more natural kind of company, so their stuff goes bad quicker, and I have had this. I mean, let's be honest, I have had this for quite some time. But I do think that it's not going to last until it's the right color for me again, which you can see moving into summer, this is going to very quickly become a color I can't use. But I am going to hold on to it. My daughter can use it up if nothing else. My little 11-year-old has paper white as a ghost skin, so maybe she can use it. But it is going bad very quickly. I think what I'm going to commit to doing is taking this out of my collection as a declutter and giving it to her to put into her collection, because I do think that that will suit her. This base by Lancome, I have to be honest with you, I didn't really use it, so I do think that I'm going to keep it in rotation because I was focusing on finishing up a primer that I had in my project pan. I kind of forgot all about this guy, so I am going to keep this in for primer, for base product. The same can be said for this. I also didn't use this as a primer, which is what I have it in my collection listed as, because I was too focused on finishing the primer that is in my project pan. This is beautiful. I still believe it's beautiful. I love this as an under eye corrector. I am so happy to have this product in my life. It just works super well. And even if I just want to like slap on some under eye corrector, some mascara, some brow product, and go out for the day, I trust this product to last and not like enter into my fine lines and wrinkles underneath my eyes and create a giant mess. So I love this. It will stick around. This guy I didn't use a whole heck of a lot because it's a lot more coverage than I really wanted for, you know, this latter couple months. I am going to keep this in rotation because, again, I didn't use it a whole heck of a lot. This powder is beautiful. Never did I ever in a billion years think that I would fall in love with so many powders. I'm really glad to have put powders into my Shop My Stash this year because I have found some ways to work with powder and some powders I really love. This I think could replace the actual Laura Mercier regular translucent powder that I have in my collection. I mean, not right now, it's not going to. Maybe after I get moved and all the things, maybe it's a powder that I'll give to my sister. But I love this powder. It is so pretty and blurring and just light. It's such a lightweight powder compared to the regular translucent powder by Laura Mercier. This one is the loose setting powder ultra blur. It's so pretty. Her regular powder comes with the lid that looks like this. I mean, this one is also a beautiful powder, but this one is just feels so much more lightweight and blurs so much more noticeably. So that is it for those. Okay, let's do eyes. This Rowan shadow, I was actually quite disappointed in, to be honest. I could probably go the rest of my life without using this. It's very like dry feeling, honestly, and it's just like speckles of shadow. It feels very, very dry and crumbly. I mean, is that normal? I was super disappointed with it. It reminds me of Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes, but without the like base to keep the chrome flakes in place on you. And it's just like, it gets everywhere and it just never goes away. I can't foresee myself ever using this again. So I am going to declutter this and give it to my daughter. I love this. Color Pop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek. Listen, I use this almost every day in my inner corner and my brow bone. You guys can see where my little tiny pencil brush dug in, or my flat brush dug in. I might keep it in rotation just cause. There's that. This was also in here, and I did pull it into my deck of panning this last deck of panning rotation. This is the KVD Metal Crush eyeshadow in Electric Warrior. I loved it. I will continue to love it. This is like my favorite shade of green ever. And I love wearing this as an inner corner highlight. So I did pull it into my deck of panning for, it was a random color generator, and it pulled like chartreusey limey green. So that is where that one is now. It's obviously going to stay in my collection. I used each one of these one time. I just need to realize that I am just not a glitter person, but my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Why don't I use these? I'm keeping them, but I'm going to take them out of rotation because I just don't use them. That gives me life. Why am I not using these? This reminds me, listen, I just did my palette roulette on the Glamlight Chucky X Glamlight like Crazy in Love palette, and there is a shimmer black in that palette that I was like, this is like the most amazing shimmer black ever. This is better than that. Why don't I use this? I need to use those more. I think I just don't because I'm just not a glitter person. Maybe I just need to be a glitter person. This I've been using as an eye primer, and I really enjoy this as an eye primer. This is the Hindash, what are these called? Like color fluids. Yeah, Hindash color fluid in canvas. This is a beautiful eye primer. I love this as an eye primer, and I may, like the Color Pop, keep this in as an eye primer because I just love it so much, and I could see myself using it up, and it's been working well for me so far. I did not use this. Why did I not use this? God knows why I did not use this. So this will stay in. This, I was so excited to get this. Look at how pretty this shadow stick is. It is a beautiful, like olivey green. It's so pretty. This stung my eyeballs so bad. I put it on my lower lash line, and I wanted to pull my eyeballs out with a spoon. Almost immediately, it stung my eyeballs so bad. So I think my eyes are just too sensitive to it. So I do think I'm going to have to get rid of this. This is going to have to be decluttered because I can't wear it. I tried it 3 times, and all 3 times it stung my eyeballs so bad. I tried it on its own one day without anything else, thinking that it maybe was something else. No, it was definitely this. So this is going to have to be decluttered, which makes me so sad because I just got that. These I had a really good time with wearing as inner corners. There's a slight bit of windowing in all of them except for this one. I still think that this one is quite full. This one I loved as an inner corner, which actually kind of shocked me because it looks rather dark in the tube, but it is actually this really pretty, like romantic pink color. Ugh, I wish the shade names were bigger because I'm blind. Y'all know your girl is old. And even with my glasses on, I am blind. It is in the shade Celestial. I can read that one real good. It's just so pretty. And then this one is in the shade Amethyst. And this one got the most use probably, but look at just how gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous that is. And they're just so like almost sheer, but not. Very impactful shades, and they smell fine. They go on fine. They don't sting my eyes. They're beautiful. I will keep them. So this is staying in. This is leaving. This is leaving. Those things are going back into the collection. Lastly, we have all the face products that I pulled in. This, I of course used. I love this so much. It's one of my favorite bronzers of last year. I don't regret purchasing it. It was so expensive, but it's beautiful. I did get a lot of use out of this. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone. It is rather light, but I used it a lot for inner corner and brow bone highlighting. And what I love most about Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors is that they are so forgiving to like aging skin. They don't like creep into any kind of fine lines or wrinkles that you might have. They also don't exacerbate any texture on your skin, and they just can look so natural. So I love this for that. Kind of the same mindset as this guy, but this is definitely a lot more subtle and a lot more natural looking. This I used twice and just honestly did not 100% love it. Maybe I'm just not supposed to love nude sticks because this is also a nude sticks item. But I felt like when you started to blend it, it kind of blended away, but also it kind of left like this balmy tackiness to it that I didn't 100% love. But I think you guys can see, like, as you blend it, it kind of blends away. But there's like this almost like Vaseline-y texture that's left behind. So I don't 100% love it. I am going to also declutter it. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. This one is the Daria one. I used it multiple times, mostly from the cream side, but all of these are beautiful. I fell in love with this palette all over again. The only one I didn't really use was this one here. I don't know why I didn't use this. It is really pretty and glowy, but I am going to keep it, but put it up for now. I also had the Natasha Denona Sculpting Powder out. I love this powder. Like, it is one of my favorite sculpting powders because it's so really kind of light and unobtrusive, but definitely makes an impact for sure. I have the Bare Minerals Bronzer in Kiss of Rose. You guys, this was a lot prettier than I thought it was going to be, but it's also, you could go super ham with this and mess up your whole face. So I use this with a stippling brush most of the time and didn't partner it with a highlighter because I just felt like the glow that comes from this was enough. I did not need any more glow than that. This became one of my favorite products of this whole Shop My Stash rotation. This was just such a beautiful, natural, neutral blush that went with every single thing on the planet. So love that I picked that up on a whim and love that I got some use out of it this last rotation. I did spend quite a bit of time with this Jouer bronzer duo, and what I found was that I actually was surprised by it because I do not like this one, and I thought I was going to love this shade and not love this one, but this one is the one that I fell in love with. It's so beautiful and kind of honestly natural on the skin, but also looks like really glowy without having like glitter particles or glowiness aspects to it. It was really beautiful. This one is in medium to deep bronzer duo. This deeper one just kind of made my skin look like it was dirty. I didn't really wear it all that much, but I did wear that lighter shade and loved it. I do think that that one works best with a big fluffy brush though, versus a smaller bronzing brush like what I like to wear or what I like to use. I am so glad I picked up this highlight by Onsai. This is the Azura Shine highlight, and I mean, it's beautiful, right? It's stunning, but it's also stunning on the skin. And this is, of course, super heavily concentrated, but when you blend it out on your skin, it just looks so pretty and only in certain lights can you tell that you have like a purple highlight on. Otherwise it just looks really like a beautiful shine to your skin. This blush kind of surprised me also in that I felt like it operated more as a highlight than it did as a blush. And I think that you guys can see that as well. I mean, this is the highlight and that is the blush. This is the blush in Rosette Love. I was just a little bit shocked that the blush was as shiny as it is, but it is a beautiful blush. I loved it. I liked pairing it, honestly, with this one from Buxom in Seychelles, right? Wanderlust Blush in Seychelles, because this one is kind of glowy without being glowy, and this one gave that glow to it as a kind of like topper. And then the last two products in here, I'm keeping both of them. This one from Chantecaille is a bronzer that I got from my Beautylish Lucky Bag. This is the Sunbeam Cheek and Eye Shade in Ray. And it is actually quite beautiful. But I take a big fluffy brush to it and put it on my cheeks over the top of my bronzer and use it as a bronzer topper. It is beautiful and peachy and just really gorgeous. It kind of doubles as a triples, I guess, as a bronzer topper slash blush slash highlight. I could only wear that on my cheeks and feel completely fine. This one is the Stila's Heaven's Hue highlighter in Luminescence. It's been a long time since I've used this, but I'm so glad I pulled it in to this because I have forgotten how much I really love this. Can you guys see that? The shine is just beautiful. So I will be keeping almost everything that I worked with over the last couple months, and that makes me happy because, you know, these have turned into quite the menagerie of like decluttering my product. I am getting rid of 5 items. This one is going into the garbage, and these will be decluttered to my daughter. This one is going into the garbage because it stinks. I don't 100% believe that, you know, that discoloration is not because of the fact that it's kind of duochromatic, but I also know that it smells really bad, so it's going into the garbage. These 4 are getting decluttered to my daughter. I will never use this. This is going to go bad before I can use it again, and it matches my body again. I did not like this, and this made my eyes sting. So everything else is staying. All right, let's go pick some new products. Okay, this room is a damn mess. So there's that. I'm not going to put any liquid lipsticks into this rotation because I don't use them enough, and I want to save room for things like lip gloss. I am going to put this lip gloss in. I do like this lip gloss. It is by Marc Jacobs, and it is just a really pretty basic neutral shade. My friend Audrey gave it to me. She was my educator partner for a while. This is in the shade Wet Your Lips. It's one of the enamored hydrating lip gloss sticks. I love this, so that'll go in. I think I also I got these a while back and haven't even opened them. Let's put this one in. This is Milky Gloss. This one is in the shade Milk and Honey. It looks a little apricot-y. It looks almost the same, only maybe a little bit lighter. I think I am also going to pull in one that I know I love. This one is the Buxom Full-On Lip Polish, and this one is in the shade Sarah. Oh my god, you guys, they're all the same color. Let's pull in this one too. This is another one of this Milky Glosses, only this one is in Strawberry Horchata. Let's pull in a clear too. Let's do the Fenty Ice. As far as lipsticks go, I think I'm gonna pull in this Natasha Denona Noah. I am also going to pull in this one that I got in Gratis. This one is Dior Addict in Beige Oblique. I'm also, I think, going to pull in this one, Makeup by Mario. This is the Glow Lip in Mauve Glow. And I am going to pull in this Charlotte Tilbury one in Very Victoria. I just want simple lips. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to pull in for lipsticks and lip glosses. Let's go over here. I am going to pull in this lip oil also. That was also new. Let's see. Lip pencils. Lip pencils. Ooh, let's pull in this lip stain by Stila. This I got in gratis. This is in the shade Stacy. I am going to pull in, I think, the Natasha Denona lip pencil. This is from her My Dream collection. So I also think I'm going to pull in this one in the shade Bumble by ColourPop. I also think I'm going to pull in this one. This is in the shade Starship by ColourPop. Okay. I am also, I know that this is so many lip products, you guys, but I purchased all 3 of these lip stains from Fenty and haven't used any of them. So I'm going to pull in all 3 of these as well. I think I'm pulling in way too many lip products, but I'm okay with that. So for complexion, you guys, I am going to pull in this. It's a new primer to me. It's the e.l.f. Whoa Glow 30 SPF. This is a makeup primer and SPF. From what I understand, it's supposed to be a dupe of the Supergoop. I'm not a fan of the Supergoop, but this will help me determine whether this is something I want to keep in my collection or no. And just a reminder, I am keeping also these 2 primers as well. I think I'm also going to put, not these. I think I'm also going to put this in too. This is a new primer to me. This is the Valentino V Lighter. The problem with that is that I have 2 that are illuminating and 2 that are kind of like silicone-y. And I would much rather have kind of a moisturizing one. So I do think I'm going to pull this one out. And let's go. This one is also new that I got in gratis. Skin tone correcting and brightening primer. It's not really moisturizing, but let's do this one. I could use just a really good moisturizer. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. All right. For complexion, I think I'm going to pull in this one by Hourglass. This is the Hourglass Illusion. This is a hyaluronic skin tint. This also has sunscreen of SPF 15. I am also, I think, I've got the Hydromaniac that we are leaving in, right? So this can be for a little more coverage. If I'm honest, I think I also want to leave in this guy because I love this guy in the summer. And I'm going to be utilizing these products for a couple of months. So I'm going to pull that in. And what is this? Oh, that's the Good Apple. I got that in gratis. Let's see. I also think I want to pull in the It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. I love that. And it's a little bit more light coverage, but also kind of not light coverage. So this is what I have for complexion. I think I am going to pull in also, I'm going to pull in this concealer. This is new to me, the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I have the shade G11. That will be my concealer and my under eye brightener, I guess. Yeah, I really want to pull this in too. Yeah, I think that's it for base products. And then for powder, I'm going to pull in this, which is new to me. Also, this is the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Featherly. Okay, let's do eyes. I am going to pull this in again, just because I love it. I'm going to give this a rest for a little bit. For eye primers, I'm going to pull in this one because it's new to me from Gratis. It's by Ellie Girl. I'm also going to pull in this one because I know it works and I love it. And then single eyeshadows. You know, I don't know that I want to pull in any single eyeshadows right now. I'm going to pull in this eyeshadow stick always also. Let's see. Do I want to pull in a single eyeshadow? I don't think I want any of these single eyeshadows. Wait. Yes, I do. Okay. So this is the single eyeshadow that I made at FLC. And I'm going to pull this guy in. This one was the one that they gave us. I'm not going to pull that one in. I'm definitely pulling this in. I think that's it for single eyeshadows. Yeah, let's go to some liquid eyeshadows. And one thing I want to do is, because I've had these ones specifically for a while now, I'm going to pull in all of these from About Face and pull those in as liquid shadows because these look fun. So I'm going to see. Also, you know, I said it before, I really want to try to make these into mascaras using a fan brush. So I'm going to try that. So I feel a little bit like I need to put everything into these buckets because God knows what I want. I have gotten some new blushes. I'm going to put this one in because it's new and I haven't used it yet. I'm going to put this one in because I love it. I'm going to put this one in because it's new. I have used it, but not much. Have I gotten other new blushes? I'm sure I did. Yeah, I'm going to put this House Labs one in because it's new. I'm going to put this one in because I know I love it. I think I also want to put this one in because it's just a really pretty basic peachy color. Yeah, let's do that. And I think that's it. Okay, bronzers and face palettes. So I'm going to put this bronzer in because it's new. I've used it once. I really did enjoy using it, but I'd like to get some more use out of it. I'm going to put this blush in because I haven't used that in a while. That's not a blush. That's a bronzer. I'm also going to put the Hourglass bronzer in, and I'm going to put the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in because I use this often as like a contour. It works really well. I'm also going to put this in because it's new and I haven't used it yet, and it will give me some more like eyeshadows. Okay, highlights. I'm going to put this in. This I got in Gratis. It's new to me. It's got 4 different highlights in it. So it'll be nice to have in rotation. I am also, I think, going to put in Spotlight by Charlotte Tilbury. Let's see. I also think I'm going to put in the Natasha Super Glow. It's been a minute since I used this. And I'm going to put in the Rare Beauty Exhilarate because this is fairly new to me and I've just used it one time. So that gives me actually quite a few highlighters. That gives me 4, 5, 6, 7 highlighters, and one of them is cream. our liquid. I really think that's it. That's all I need. Okay, I feel like I have been playing with this stuff to try and get it in here for far too long. So I am going to put the lips and eye stuff in here. And then I'm going to split all this stuff into these 3 because there's too many blushes and bronzers to fit into these 2 guys. I really needed 2 this size, which I typically have, but I got way too many lip products this go. But like, I don't want to deplete any of them because, I mean, I don't know when I'll be doing a Shop My Stash again. So I am just going to take all the eye stuff and also put it into this guy here. We're gonna figure this out. I'm doing a really good job of getting my fingers in the way today. Yeah, okay. So this is all of my eye and my lip stuff. And I'm gonna move all this stuff so it makes sense when I'm putting it on my face. So eyes and lips are gonna be down here at the bottom, then base, and then these 3 are going to be blush, bronzer, and highlight. If I can make it make sense. Okay, that was a test. So these 2 drawers here have the bronzers in them. Each drawer has 2. This isn't ideal, but this is how it has to be. I did put, oh, it's so full. I did put blush and highlight in this drawer because the Natasha Denona palette there has blush and highlight in it, so it just made sense to put blush and highlight in there. Then I have all of my complexion products in here and all of my lips and eyes in here. It's not ideal, but that's how we're gonna have to be. This, of course, is all of my project pan stuff. So this is my new items that I'll be using over the next couple months. And these are all the items that are going back into my collection. And then I have to pack all my stuff away. I hope that I've got what I want in there. Those items right there are all going into clutter. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was kind of a hot mess, but hopefully you loved it. Hopefully you'll want to subscribe before you go. I hope that you and yours are well, that you are all safe and healthy and getting along as best you can. And until next time, bye friends.